They believed they were completely out of reach, tucked away behind a complex web of deception, false personas, and clever illusions. They felt safe in their shadows, convinced that their masks would never slip and that the world would always see the version of them they worked so hard to curate. But then, everything changed the moment you stepped into the room. You didn't come in with a loud announcement or a demand for attention. Instead, you arrived as a silent, unshaken presence, a natural force that they never could have prepared for. You aren't just another person passing through their lives, you are their long-awaited reckoning. Some people enter our lives to offer a blessing, while others arrive specifically to test our resolve, but you are something different entirely. You are the storm they spent their whole lives praying would never reach their shores, the quiet shift in the atmosphere that disturbs the darkness and exposes the hidden rot beneath their polished surfaces. They can actually feel your energy before they even have a chance to comprehend what you represent, because you are the living, breathing manifestation of the karma they thought they could outrun. Before we explore the depths of this reality, I want to ask you to do your part by liking this video and subscribing to the channel to ensure this vital message reaches more chosen ones, just like you. When you choose to engage with this content, you aren't just helping a channel grow. You are sending a powerful signal to the universe and the digital algorithm alike that the awakened souls of this world are finally finding one another. The more we unite in this shared understanding, the stronger our collective frequency becomes, and the more effectively we can navigate these intense spiritual waters. Now, let's really get into the heart of why your presence causes such a massive disruption in the lives of those around you. People often talk about karma as if it's some slow, distant mechanical force that might eventually catch up with someone in another lifetime or 10 years down the road. What these people fail to realize is that sometimes the universe loses its patience, and karma doesn't wait for the distant future. Sometimes it shows up wearing human skin, and in this case, that skin is yours. You weren't sent here to blend into the background or to make sure everyone feels comfortable and validated in their ego. You were sent as a living mirror that forces people to see themselves exactly as they are, rather than the way they pretend to be in front of a crowd. Your very presence acts as a high-definition lens that reveals the cracks in their foundations, their deepest weaknesses, and the hidden shadows they try to hide. This is exactly why people either try to cling to you desperately or run away as fast as they can. The true power of being a chosen one doesn't lie in the specific actions you take or the words you speak. It lies in what your mere presence does to the energy of others. There are some people whose entire lives will begin to improve the very second you step into their orbit because they feel inspired, awakened, and spiritually protected by your light. On the flip side, there are others whose lives will start falling apart completely because their entire existence was constructed on a pile of lies, and you represent the truth they never wanted to acknowledge. You find yourself haunting your enemies not because you are trying to be malicious, but because they know deep down that they failed the ultimate test when they met you. Some of them will spend years trying to fix the damage they did to themselves by mistreating you, while others will never truly recover from the encounter. They will spend their days obsessing over you, watching your progress from the shadows, and stalking your every move on social media or through mutual acquaintances. It isn't love that drives this behavior, and it isn't even pure hate. It is a deep-seated, paralyzing fear because you represent the one thing they cannot control. Whether they are willing to admit it to themselves or not, your arrival in their life was their official moment of judgment. You aren't here to play a fair game by their rules, and you certainly aren't here to soften your edges or dim your light just to make small-minded people feel more at ease. The universe specifically dispatched you to be a living lesson, and whether these people choose to learn that lesson and grow or stay stagnant and suffer is entirely up to them. A test doesn't owe an explanation to those who fail it. This is the primary reason why chosen ones feel so fundamentally different from everyone else they encounter. You don't just exist within reality, you actually change the course of reality simply by being a part of it. Your energy has the capacity to alter timelines, push people onto their true paths, and force the things that have been hidden in the dark to finally come to light. Think of your energy as a spiritual truth serum. Some people will be healed by the clarity it provides, while others will be utterly exposed and eventually destroyed by the weight of their own deception. The most fascinating part of this process is that you don't even have to lift a single finger to make it happen. Karma moves through you naturally. They think they are fighting you, but in reality, they are just waging a losing war against themselves. The next time someone tries to paint you as the villain in their personal narrative or tells lies about your character to make themselves feel better, just let them do it. After all, every important life lesson requires an antagonist to drive the point home. And every powerful storm leaves behind a completely different sky once the clouds finally clear. You were never brought to this earth to be universally liked or to win a popularity contest. You were brought here to be remembered as a catalyst for change, and I want to take a moment to thank you. Yes, you, the chosen one reading this, because your presence here today is no accident. Whether you are new to this path or have been walking it for a long time, know that you are part of something much larger than yourself. If you have ever felt like your energy shifts the entire mood of a room or noticed that people react to you before you've even opened your mouth, then you already know the truth. You are the test they never saw coming. If you're ready to step fully into this power and watch the karmic scales tip in your favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop the number 77 in the comments below. Now, let's break down exactly how this works, step by step, so you can understand the mechanics of your own influence. Stay with me until the very end of this message, because if you truly are chosen, you will feel the undeniable pull of these words in your spirit. Let's get started with the first major way you disrupt the status quo. Number 1. They wanted the game to be rigged in their favor. But then you showed up and broke the entire system they relied on. These people spent their whole lives believing they could cheat the universe, manipulate the laws of karma, and dodge the consequences of their actions through cleverness and deceit. Then, like a sudden glitch in their carefully coded illusion, you arrived as the one force they never accounted for in their plans. You are the error in their system that causes everything they built on lies to crash and burn. While some people move through life completely unnoticed, blending into the background and never making waves, you are a literal shock to the nervous system of anyone living in a fake reality. You are the static in their curated world, and your arrival signals the end of their deception. You weren't sent to play along with their games or to validate their toxic patterns. You were sent to break those patterns once and for all. Your presence tips the scales of karma back into a state of balance, forcing people to confront the things they have been avoiding for decades. This is why the reactions to you are always so extreme. People either love you with an intense passion, or they hate you with a strange, unprovoked vitriol. It is never neutral, and it never will be, because when a person has built their entire identity on a foundation of illusions, the truth feels like a declaration of war. They don't understand you, so they label you as difficult, problematic, or even dangerous. But those labels are just reflections of their own inability to handle your clarity. The universe doesn't waste its energy sending chosen ones into easy, comfortable situations where everyone is already doing the work. It doesn't place you in environments where you're just another face in a crowd of thousands. Instead, it places you exactly where you will trigger the most profound change and where your existence will force the hidden things to come to light. They hate that they can't manipulate you, and they hate even more that no matter how much they try to lie or cheat, something about you exposes their true intentions. You don't even have to point out their flaws. Your energy alone is a mirror that reflects their authentic selves back at them, and many people simply cannot stand the sight of their own reflection when the mask is removed. They will try to make you the villain of the story because admitting that you were the consequence they deserved would require them to take full responsibility for their own choices. That level of accountability is something they are simply not strong enough to handle yet. But here is the secret they don't realize: you didn't come here alone. When the universe chooses you for a mission like this, it aligns every force in existence in your favor. Even when people try to take you down, you somehow rise higher. Even when they attempt to sabotage your success, things still end up working out for you in ways that defy logic. It isn't just luck or a series of coincidences. It is a state of divine alignment that protects you from their weapons. It confuses and frustrates them to see you still standing after everything they did to try and break your spirit. After every betrayal, every public attack, and every private setup, you still keep winning and moving forward with grace. This terrifies them because they realize you aren't just a random person they can push around. You are a force of nature. Have you ever wondered why the lives of certain people seem to fall apart the moment they cross you? It's because you were their ultimate test. They were given a divine opportunity to learn, to change, and to evolve by interacting with your energy, but instead, they chose to betray, deceive, or harm you. By making that choice, they sealed their own karmic fate without you needing to do anything. You don't have to seek revenge or wait for justice to be served because you are the justice. The universe set the rules in motion the second they made the choice to mistreat a chosen soul. The best part is that you don't even have to stay around to watch the fallout. The moment you decide to walk away and protect your peace, the process of their collapse begins in earnest. Their house of cards falls, their illusions shatter, and everything they thought they got away with starts crashing down on their heads. If you ever question why your life feels so intense, or why you spark such extreme reactions in others, remember that you were never meant to fit in. You were sent to be the reckoning they never saw coming. Moving on to number 2, they desperately wanted a reaction from you, but instead, you gave them absolute silence, and that is what destroyed them. People who live in drama and manipulation can handle insults, they can handle a screaming match, and they can even handle being exposed in public. What they absolutely cannot handle is your silence, because in that silence, they are forced to face the one thing they fear the most, themselves. They wanted to pull you down into their messy game and see you angry, reactive, and broken. They wanted proof that they still had the power to control your emotions and make you dance to the rhythm of their chaos. But when you refuse to engage, you take away the very fuel they need to survive. People who thrive on lies and toxicity rely on your energy to feed their bloated egos. When you take that energy away by choosing silence, you effectively starve them of their power. Your silence is louder than any argument you could ever win because it forces them to sit with their own insecurities and their own inner demons. They will tell everyone that your silence is a sign of weakness or that you're just avoiding the truth. But you know better. Silence is the ultimate power move. It is the refusal to waste your precious life force on people who have proven they don't deserve it. It is the response that causes them to self-destruct because they have no external target to blame for their own internal misery. They wanted you to explain yourself, to defend your character, and to fight to prove them wrong. Why? Because the moment you engage with a lower vibration, they win a piece of your light, but you move differently than the rest of the world. You don't chase after people to provide them with clarity, and you don't seek validation from those who are committed to misunderstanding you. You let the truth unfold at its own pace, and it always does. This is why your silence haunts them long after you've moved on. They will replay every conversation and analyze every interaction, wondering why they can't seem to shake your presence. You were the mirror they couldn't escape, and now they are stuck with the reflection. This is why some people completely spiral after you cut them off. You were the one holding up the illusion of their goodness or their stability, and the moment you stepped away, the reality of their situation hit them like a freight train. You don't even have to be in the same room to see it happen. The universe takes over the moment you go silent. The masks fall, the lies unravel, and the same energy they put out into the world comes back to them tenfold. You weren't sent here to argue with people who aren't ready to hear the truth. You were sent to be a lesson, and sometimes the most powerful lesson you can teach someone is what your absence feels like. When you leave a toxic situation, you take the light with you, and the darkness that remains is often too much for them to bear. Your energy is rare, and that is exactly why people react with such fear or obsession. They feel your power even if they can't put it into words. They will push and provoke you just to get a rise out of you, hoping to prove that you're just like them. But when you remain unshaken and silent, it's over for them. No reaction, no explanation, just a clean break. That silence will echo in their minds for the rest of their lives because they know they lost something they can never replace. Number 3, they thought they were the ones in control until you walked in and exposed who they really are at their core. Humans are experts at faking kindness, faking confidence, and even faking love, but they absolutely cannot fake their reaction to a chosen one. When the universe sends you into someone's life, their true nature is pulled to the surface whether they want it to be or not. Your presence isn't just a vibe, it is a spiritual diagnostic tool. Some people will look at you and feel inspired, while others will look at you and feel an immediate sense of envy or threat. This has nothing to do with what you've done and everything to do with the state of their own soul. The way a person reacts to you is their report card from the universe. If they are secure and aligned with their own truth, they will see you as a beacon of light. But if they are hiding behind a mask or running from their own past, you will trigger them in ways they can't even explain. They don't know why you make them so uncomfortable. All they know is that your presence makes them question themselves. You were sent to force that reaction because that reaction reveals whether they are ready to grow or if they are committed to their own destruction. Some will pass the test by recognizing your value, while others will fail by becoming hostile and bitter. This is why you often see people who treated you poorly experience a sudden downfall without you ever having to do anything. Failing a test from the universe carries heavy consequences. It's why they can't stop watching your life even after they betrayed you. They are looking for a sign that they didn't actually fail, but the exam is over, and there are no retakes once the chosen one has moved on. You are not just another person passing through. You are the moment their life was put on trial. So the next time you encounter unnecessary jealousy or hate, just remember, it's not you, it's their failing grade. Number 4, you weren't just sent to inspire, you were sent to expose the truth. You don't just attract people, you activate them. No one meets a chosen one and stays exactly the same. Your energy pulls in everything, the light and the dark, the healers and the destroyers. You bring clarity where there was confusion, but you also bring destruction to false identities and facades. This is why people react with such intensity. Some will cling to you like a lifeline, while others will try to dim your light before it reveals too much of their own darkness. They will pretend they don't care about you, but their obsession with your life tells a much different story. You embody a rare balance of light and shadow because you have walked through the fire and conquered your own demons. This makes you unstoppable and allows you to see through people with ease. You don't change people. You simply accelerate the process of who they were already becoming. If they are good, you amplify that goodness. If they are rotten, you speed up their decay. Some people are drawn to you like moths to a flame, wanting to steal your energy or copy your style, while others feel threatened by your ability to see past their lies. But you don't lose sleep over those you were sent to expose. Your power doesn't come from their approval. Number 5, they were at peace with their lies until your presence woke up their inner demons. They spent years suppressing their emotions, but you forced them to feel everything they had buried. You don't even have to speak to disrupt their foundation. Just being in the room makes old wounds start to ache and insecurities start to creep back in. Some people will love you for this because they want to be free, but others will hate you because you destroyed their comfortable illusion. They will blame you for the conflict, but you didn't bring the chaos. You just revealed the chaos that was already hiding inside of them. You are a catalyst for truth. When people act completely different around you than they do with others, it's because they feel exposed. Nothing terrifies a fake person more than being seen for who they truly are. Their betrayal or hostility is just a sign that their spirit is at war with the truth you represent. It is not your job to fix them or make them comfortable. You were sent to awaken them. Those who can handle your energy will thrive and evolve, while those who can't will spiral and run. At the end of the day, you are the storm, and those who weren't built to stand in the wind were never meant to be in your life. Finally, number 6. They wanted you to be their savior, but you were sent to be their mirror. People love to project their problems onto others and look for someone to carry their weight. They thought you were there to fix them, but your role was to show them the wounds they were ignoring. A mirror doesn't lie, and that is why people either admire you or reject you. If they see their flaws in your reflection, they will turn against you to avoid doing the work. But you cannot carry someone who refuses to grow. Your only job is to keep being the mirror. The ones who are meant to see will see, and the ones who aren't will eventually fade away. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. Does this resonate with your journey? If you felt these energy shifts in your own life, would you like me to explore how to protect your energy while acting as this karmic mirror for others?